and the light bulbs were just fireworks going off my head. Like, this could work. Let's make bricks. I don't even have like a hotel to stay at because I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be driving for. Hello, welcome to a new vlog. I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a good day. It's been a little iffy. It's been good and like a little, like, I could sense getting into a downward slope, but then I went on a walk and we're in good spirits now because I'm about to go to Hobby Lobby. I need some more white yarn because I have a whole stack of granny squares that I need to put into a blanket. And I counted today, I only have 20 more squares before I finish the amount I need to make a blanket. And I've done, well, almost 50. I need white yarn to finish that 50th one. I just gotta finish that last little bit. I've been in the mood to do some other kind of like crafty something. I think I want to do something. I've done so many crafts lately. I'm just a crafty gal, you know? But I feel like I want to do something, like I want to work on a project. Another project. That's not crocheting. So I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I think we're gonna find out at Hobby Lobby. I kind of want to do like a silly little craft, but I also want to work on a big project, so I'm really having a hard time. You guys, look at all the fall. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna do a little Hobby Lobby haul. Always doing a haul. Okay, so you saw me at Hobby Lobby. I wasn't sure what I was in the mood for, and I knew that I wanted to like do something, like work on a project, but I didn't quite know what that project would be. And while I was there, I like saw different craft things, and I was like, I don't really feel like just like coloring or painting or anything like that. Like I want to like build something, but I didn't quite have the words for it yet. So I'm like, I don't know. And then I see the Dollhouse stuff, and I know you saw it, and I was like, man, I think this is the thing that I really want to do. But a dollhouse, like, first of all, like a full-on dollhouse, that's very expensive, very time-consuming. Like, that would not be just like a one-time quick little thing for one night kind of thing, which I don't think this project is just going to be a one-night thing either, but it's not quite as grandiose, you know? So I'm over by the Dollhouse stuff, and I'm like, I'm seeing these little kits, but the little kits are, the ratio is 1:24, and then all of the other stuff in Hobby Lobby, like all of the like extra, like they had little like trays and trees and like things that you would put on your kitchen table, and then furniture and all this different stuff for dollhouses, but the ratio for all of that other stuff was 1:12, which is like, I'm pretty sure the normal ratio for most dollhouses. Like, it's bigger, so it's double the size of the small little kits, because I was really close to buying one of those little kits, but it was half the size, and I was like, I know if I get a kit, then I'll want to like switch things out. Like, I won't want to just build it to have, like, I want to be able to like play with it in a sense, I guess. I mean, that's basically what I'd be doing, but like redecorating it and everything. And I was like, if I get one of those little kits, I think I'm going to be frustrated later on because everything will be way too big. And I won't be able to easily just like purchase something like to decorate this little thing because it's so small. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to get it. And I was looking and I was like, what if there's like a way that I can still decorate like a small room or something? Okay, this hair is also kind of crazy. So, as I was saying, I was like, maybe I could decorate just, like, I just want one room. Like, I'm not trying to do a whole house, like, just one room. And I was like, surely I could get, like, a box. At Hobby Lobby, they have, like, little pamphlets. It may have been in that little, like, scene. I don't remember. But they have little pamphlets that they hang up on the walls in these kind of areas. They have one by, like, when I made, oh, I guess you guys don't know about that, but I made, like, a little fairy garden type thing. And over by there, like fairy garden stuff, they have like a pamphlet with some inspiration. They're like inspiration pamphlets. So it's like has different ideas of what you can do with like these little things. And so they had some over by this dollhouse stuff. And I looked in and one of the things that they had was a wooden box. It was probably like that big. And then it had like a stand like that. And I was like, I could get one of those. So I walked over to where those were and I saw one, but it was like $15. And I just wasn't, like, it just didn't feel right. Like, I was like, maybe, I don't know. And then I looked on the weekly ad and I saw, because I was like, well, maybe some things are discounted. Like, you know, Hobby Lobby's always running sales. And so I was like, well, it's not on sale. So I'd have to pay the full price for this. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't really want to spend too much money. I don't want to get too carried away with this, you know. That would be easy for me. And so, anyway, so then I look at the weekly ad and I see all of the wooden stuff is 40% off this week. And I'm like, oh gosh, okay. Let me just go over to the wooden, like the bare wooden stuff. So I go over there and I'm like, man, like if I could just have a box. And they had like crates and I was like, maybe, but I don't know. Like, that's not quite what I'm wanting. Like, I don't really know. And so I'm looking. And then I find this. It's a book. And you're supposed to open it up and there's like a little space in there. So you could like have your book and open it up and put your treasures in or something and then put it on a bookshelf or something. And I saw it. And the light bulbs were just fireworks going off my head like, this could work. So I play this little game with myself. If this book is under, and I kept going up in price because I really wanted to get it. Like before the discount, I was like, okay, if it's under $10, and I was like, $11, $12.99. Like I was kind of going up a little bit because I really wanted to get it. I was like, okay. $12.99 full price before the discount. If it's $12.99 or less before the discount, then I'll buy it. And then I looked, $7.49. This is $7.49 before the discount. So then I got 40% off. So I got this because I can open it and I can have a little like pop-up dollhouse. So I'm gonna make a little pop-up dollhouse where I can easily close it and put it on a shelf so it's not taking up too much room. You can open it. And I think I'll have like, I may end up getting some more storage things, maybe. Like a little drawer or something. I haven't thought that far ahead. But I think what I might do is have it sitting on top of, I might have it this way. I'll have to think about it. Having it sit on top of some kind of drawer of some type so I can put all of the fun little play things in that drawer, and then when you go to open it and play with it, you have your drawer easily accessible and you can just fiddle around. Doesn't that just sound so fun? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I got this. I went back over to where the dollhouse stuff was. So I'm like getting my steps in at Hobby Lobby. I go over there and I'm like, okay, if I were to get anything, like I was looking at it earlier and everything looked so great, like I wanted all of it. I was like, okay, let me just rein it in and just get like a couple things. So I got a couple things. I got this window. There you go. I got that window. And I was thinking about this as I was coming home. Originally, I was thinking I would put it like on the side and have it available. Now what I'm thinking though, I think I saw at Hobby Lobby there are also other windows that like kind of came out a little bit. Like they have like extra wooden something to put on the back, which would be ideal because then if I do put the other window that kind of pops out a little bit, or find a way to do it with this one. So let's say I have it here, but I have this for like all year. Like I'm gonna want to change it out for the seasons, you know? That's gonna be my favorite thing to do. Then I can have different inserts to put behind the window for different seasons. So like if it's winter time, I could like do like paint a winter landscape or something that fits the window and slide it behind it. So I have some way to like slide things behind the window. That would be ideal. I'm not sure if I would be able to do it with this, but I can figure it out. So I'm gonna think about it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. But I think there was another window that had that ability. The only other thing that I got is an armoire, like a wooden armoire kind of thing. Unfinished cupboard. That looked like it'd be really fun to put things on. So that would be something that would be in like the drawer underneath the majority of the time, because this wouldn't obviously fit in this little thing. Oh my gosh. Which is why I was thinking I'm putting the window on the side, because instead of like right in the middle, because then this could go, you know, there, and then the window could be on the side. I guess I'll just start with painting this, but I don't really know how I want to paint it yet. Because I think it could be cool to have it look like a book, like paint it to look like a book, but I don't know like what kind of book specifically, you know? I'm thinking like old-timey, vintage-looking fairy tale book, because it's like a make-believe house? I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. I think I'll probably just look on Pinterest for a little bit, see if I can get any inspiration. I love a good Pinterest browse. We'll see how we go. Hello. I showed you all of the things I got from Hobby Lobby a week ago. I was very excited, very into doing this Dollhouse-esque thing, book thing last week, but I don't know, something just hit me and I just was so unmotivated and didn't do anything. So a whole week has gone by. I went back to Hobby Lobby another time and I figured this would probably work just fine, this window. I just might cut the top of it off or something. I also forgot to say in the last video that I also got some clay to make little things, to like little plates or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I just have a little bit of clay in case an idea strikes me or something. So I'm gonna work on this now. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, how do I want to do this? So it's gonna be standing up like that, you know? So like this is gonna be the wall, this is gonna be the floor. Also, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this. I mean, I'll probably just paint it white to look like pages, because when it's closed, you know, that's what it's gonna look like. I had thought about maybe putting some like cushion or something in here, so it is just like a completely flat surface, but I don't really feel like doing that. This sounds like a lot of work, and I'm not trying to make this more complicated than it needs to be. Although, I think I am gonna paint walls. I was gonna do like wallpaper using scrapbook paper, but the scrapbook paper I have, I just wasn't really like loving any of it for walls. Also, I want it to be able to be the same wall throughout the whole year. So like at Christmas time, like I want to make it look really festive. But if I have like floral wallpaper, it's just not the same vibe, you know? So I was looking on Pinterest at like different dollhouse ideas, and I came across one that has a brick wall. And I liked the idea of doing, I went back and forth between like tile flooring and like hardwood floors. I think I'm more going towards hardwood floors. I think that would be prettier, but also more complicated. So I could technically just leave it blank. I may end up doing that. I may just leave it blank. We'll see. But I may also paint like a little bit to make like lines to make it look more like a hardwood floor instead of unpainted wood. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But what I have decided is I'm going to paint this to look like a brick wall. Then as far as the outside of the book, I have no idea. One thought I had was to do like white stucco book kind of thing, but I don't think I like that. I remember looking on Pinterest last week and I saw like maybe doing like a leather bound something, like wrap it in leather. I don't know, figure that out, but then it would go around the edges, which I guess I could have around the edges. So I don't know, I may just end up painting this too, or maybe I'll get some fabric. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with the outside. So in the meantime, I think I'm just going to paint this to look like a brick wall. And that's just how we're going to start. Also, I'm not going to rush this project because I want to enjoy it, you know? I think I am leaning towards the leather idea, but either way, I'll have to, it would be easier to paint the brick wall before I wrap it in leather anyway, so I'm going to do that. Let's make bricks. Did the brick. It looks pretty good, honestly. It looks a little too modern for my liking. I think the white, like, what's that called? Like grout lines are a little too bright. But I love how the brick itself turned out. I'm really impressed with myself. This is my little paint palette, paper plate. I made this like really dark red and painted the whole thing as you saw. And then I made just like that brighter red and kind of painted over it. Yeah, I think it really gave that like 3D effect. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break for today because I don't feel like doing any more with that right now. I think I might just go back to crocheting. I'm at 55 squares right now for this blanket that I'm trying to make. I have 17 left. 17 more squares, and then I stitched the whole blanket together, and that'll be really fun to see how that turns out. Good morning. It is now Wednesday. I'm still deciding what I want to do with like the floor and the outside of the book. I haven't hit that like point where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do this right now. I think I have too many other things in my mind, but I really enjoy painting that brick wall, so that was nice. I am going to Virginia in 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 5 days. And I still haven't packed anything. So I think I probably won't get to it before I go to Virginia. I probably will not be actively painting in my free time. I'll probably be packing and getting ready to go. I also have a lot of free time on the weekends. Usually Monday to Wednesday are kind of more of the chill, more relaxing days. And then Thursday through Sunday are kind of crazy. And then I leave like early on Monday. I haven't decided. I'm driving, so I can kind of choose when I want to leave. It's a long drive, so I want to leave early. I'm thinking I'll probably leave at like 7. It's a 20-hour drive straight to Virginia. I haven't really decided what time I'm going to be leaving, but it's okay. I'm driving, so it's fine. I'm realizing with this trip specifically, I mean, I already knew that I was this kind of person, but I saw something the other day on Facebook or something that was like, I'm not a type A person and I'm not a type B person, I'm a type A.5 or something like that. And I was like, I feel that because I'm not super planned about a lot of things. Like, I don't even have like a hotel to stay at because I'm not sure how long I'm going to be driving for. So I don't really feel like, I mean, the halfway point is Nashville between here and my parents' house. But I don't know if I want to stop halfway. Like, part of me is thinking maybe I drive like 12 or 13 hours, which is more than half, on Monday, and then finish the drive, but drive less time. So drive like 2/3 of the way on Monday and then 1/3 of the way on Tuesday. So that way I'm not, like, I can get to Virginia earlier in the day on Tuesday. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I probably won't decide until I'm driving, and then I'm like, I don't feel like driving anymore, so I'm going to stop. I think that's kind of how it's going to roll out. And then I also have to pack. So I do have time on Friday to pack, so that will have to be when I do it because, well, I might be able to do some on Saturday too, but Sunday is a very full day, and then I leave on Monday, so I don't really know. But another way that I'm also a little bit more type B in this way is that I woke up this morning and don't have any half and half, and I don't have anything to eat for breakfast. Not really. I don't have any half and half to make coffee or tea. So I'm thinking I might just go get Starbucks. I don't know how hot it is right now, but it's summertime in Texas, so it's probably at least 90 degrees outside right now at, I think it's 9 o'clock, something like that. So I'm gonna get out of these sweats and then we can go get some coffee. Gosh, for getting ready in 5 minutes, I look pretty cute. I got khaki shorts that probably should be ironed or steamed or something. Just a basic black tank. Just put some earrings on to elevate my face a little. I didn't feel like putting makeup on, so I didn't do that. And then just a ponytail. So off to Starbucks we go. I got the server hand going, and I realized I didn't drink any water this morning, and I didn't really drink much water last night. Like, after I got home from work, I don't think I had any water, so my body's a little dehydrated right now. So I got a cup of ice water, and I'm telling you, I haven't taken a sip of this coffee yet, but drinking this ice water, man. Stay hydrated. I ended up getting a caramel macchiato. I saw something on Instagram earlier that was like, pick your perfect fall day or something like that. And it had, you like picked of the rows. Let's say like 4 different kinds of sweaters, 4 different kinds of drinks, 4 different kinds of like food, and then 4 different kinds of like activity. And they all looked so fun. I was like, I just want all of them. But I posted on Instagram. I mean, it's an Instagram story, so by the time you're seeing this, it's not up there anymore. And I just was like, man, I just want a fall drink now. And I guess a caramel macchiato is the closest we're gonna get for right now. I am back home now, after my little Starbucks run. But I am going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I'm so excited. I was just thinking about, let me just sit you down. I was just thinking about the next vlog. I was like, okay, I'm gonna end this vlog now, and then I'll just start the new one on Friday. And I was like, Friday, I need to pack. I'll probably start kind of getting some things together right now. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to pack because I'm going to Virginia. And it just like got me really excited. I get to see my family, some of my really close friends, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. With that being said, I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.